Have you ever gotten lost in a good book? One that transports you to another world entirely? One where the lines between reality and fiction blur, and you find yourself living the story? That's exactly what happens to Catherine Morland in Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey, a novel that masterfully blends reality with the fantastical. The book tells the story of a young girl on the cusp of womanhood who adores Gothic novels, those tales filled with suspense and dark romance. For those who haven't explored this genre, imagine dark castles, brooding heroes, and mysteries lurking around every corner, waiting to be uncovered. Catherine's head is filled with these exciting tales, and she eagerly anticipates her own grand adventure, hoping to live out the stories she cherishes. Catherine's world is far removed from the fantastical realms of her beloved novels. At first, anyway, her life is simple and serene. She lives a simple life with her family in the English countryside, surrounded by the tranquility of nature and the warmth of home. However, everything changes when she gets the opportunity to visit Bath, a bustling city known for its vibrant social scene and elegant gatherings. Imagine her excitement at the prospect of balls, handsome strangers, and perhaps even a hint of danger lurking in the shadows of grand ballrooms. As Catherine navigates this new world, she often sees reflections of her Gothic stories in her everyday life, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. An old chest becomes a treasure chest of secrets, each item within sparking her vivid imagination. A chance encounter takes on an air of mystery, as if she has stepped into one of her beloved novels. This innocent blend of imagination and reality is part of what makes Catherine such a relatable and endearing character, capturing the hearts of readers everywhere. Unlike many heroines of her time, Catherine isn't perfect. She's not the most beautiful or the most accomplished young lady in the room, but that's what makes her so wonderful. She's relatable. She's one of us. Catherine makes mistakes, gets carried away with her imagination, and sometimes misjudges people. Sound familiar? What truly makes Catherine special is her kind heart and genuine desire to see the good in everyone. She's trusting, sometimes to a fault, but this also means she approaches the world with a sense of wonder and excitement. Throughout her adventures, we see Catherine learn and grow. She discovers that real life, while perhaps not as dramatic as a Gothic novel, can be just as exciting and full of surprises. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, hit like and subscribe for more insightful summaries. The story truly takes off when Catherine is invited to stay at Northanger Abbey. Imagine her anticipation. This ancient house, with its imposing architecture and air of mystery, seems like something straight out of her novels. Catherine, fueled by her imagination and the whispers of her new friend, Isabella Thorpe, starts to believe that the Abbey holds dark secrets. Within the Abbey's walls, Catherine lets her imagination run wild. She sees danger where there is none and suspects the worst of others. Her behavior becomes increasingly erratic, influenced by the Gothic novels she loves. This leads to a series of humorous and sometimes awkward situations. Imagine mistaking an ordinary chest for a container of dark secrets or suspecting a kind old gentleman of nefarious deeds. While Catherine is busy chasing imagined horrors, she remains oblivious to the very real dangers lurking in plain sight. This is one of the clever ways Austen uses humor and satire. The true villains of the story are not ghosts or villains from a Gothic novel, but rather manipulative individuals who use social conventions and appearances to their advantage. Catherine's journey is about more than just finding romance or uncovering mysteries. It's about learning to distinguish between fantasy and reality. It's about understanding that true character lies not in dramatic gestures or spooky settings, but in everyday actions and interactions. Of course, no Jane Austen novel would be complete without a touch of romance. Her stories are renowned for their intricate portrayals of love and the complexities that come with it. Catherine finds herself caught in a whirlwind of courtship, with suitors both charming and deceitful vying for her attention. Each suitor brings a different dynamic to her life, making her journey through love both thrilling and challenging. There's Henry Tilney, the witty and intelligent clergyman who challenges Catherine's assumptions and helps her see the world with a clearer perspective. His humor and insight make him a compelling figure in her life. Then there's John Thorpe, Isabella's brother, who is everything Henry is not: boastful, self-centered, and ultimately more interested in Catherine's perceived fortune than in her heart. His presence serves as a stark contrast to Henry's genuine nature. Through these relationships, Catherine learns valuable lessons about love, trust, and the importance of looking beyond superficial charm. she begins to understand the true nature of affection and the value of sincerity. The romantic entanglements in Northanger Abbey are not simply about finding a suitable match. They delve deeper into the essence of human connections and the trials that come with them. They serve as a catalyst for Catherine's personal growth. Each interaction, each misunderstanding, and each revelation pushes her towards maturity. She learns to trust her instincts, to stand up for herself, and to recognize genuine affection amidst a sea of social posturing. In the end, Catherine's journey through love and misunderstandings shapes her into a more discerning and confident individual. Northanger Abbey, despite its humorous moments, offers valuable insights into life, love, and the dangers of unchecked imagination. Catherine's journey is a reminder to not judge a book by its cover, both literally and metaphorically. The people we meet may not always be what they seem, and the greatest dangers often lurk beneath the surface. This theme of appearances versus reality is as relevant today as it was in Austen's time. We are constantly bombarded with images and stories that present a curated version of reality. Northanger Abbey encourages us to question what we see, to look beyond the surface, and to form our own opinions based on observation and critical thinking. Why, you might ask, should a story written over 200 years ago still resonate with young readers today? What is it about Jane Austen's work that continues to captivate and enchant generation after generation? The answer lies in its timeless themes and relatable characters. Austen's keen observations of human nature and society are as relevant now as they were in the early 19th century. Though the world has changed drastically since Austen's time, the core human experiences of love, friendship, ambition, and the challenges of growing up remain universal. These are emotions and situations that every young person can identify with, regardless of the era they live in. We all know what it's like to feel out of place, to misjudge a situation, or to be swept away by a good story. These are experiences that transcend time and place, making Austen's work perpetually relevant. Catherine's journey reminds us that it's okay to make mistakes, to be silly, and to let our imaginations run wild from time to time. Her adventures and misadventures are a gentle reminder that growth often comes from our most imperfect moments. The important thing is to learn from our experiences and to never stop questioning the world around us. In doing so, we not only understand ourselves better, but also the world we inhabit, just as Catherine does in Northanger Abbey. If you find yourself captivated by Catherine's story and the world of Northanger Abbey, I encourage you to delve deeper into the works of Jane Austen. Each of her novels offers a unique perspective on society, love, and the human condition. You might also enjoy exploring other Gothic novels, the genre that so captivated Catherine's imagination. Just remember, life is rarely as simple or as predictable as a storybook. But that doesn't mean it can't be just as exciting and full of its own unique adventures. Sometimes the greatest stories are the ones we create ourselves. We reach the end, but before you leave, join our community of passionate readers by simply subscribing to our channel, where your love for knowledge and great stories truly matters.